So I saw a post shared on Twitter yesterday talking about Awkwafina giving a disappointing update to Shang-Chi 2. Now I gotta check this out, guys, but I also want to talk a little bit about Shang-Chi 2 and what the heck is taking so long. I think it might be a ridiculous missed opportunity by Marvel, but let's check out this article from Comic Book that talks about a disappointing update from Shang-Chi. So here on comicbook.com, I scroll down to where the comment is. And this is coming from Awkwafina and says, speaking to Comic Book at the Jackpot Junket, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings star Awkwafina noted that she still does not have any details on plans for Shang-Chi 2. I have not, Awkwafina said when asked if she's heard any updates on Shang-Chi's sequel. I haven't, but those were exciting announcements at Comic-Con. Now, as the article further says, Shang-Chi 2 has been in the works since December 2021. Destin Daniel Cretton is coming back to work on the film, but there have been no other details since then to come out. We don't even have an official logo, release date. Shang-Chi came out back in 2021, and it was one of the shining stars of Phase 4. Now, a lot of fans and casual moviegoers were not as big on Phase 4 as the rest of the MCU. I really liked Phase 4, but I understand why people didn't. But there were some great gems in Phase 4, like Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Arguably, you know, some people didn't like it, some people did. And a big shining star was Shang-Chi. And none of these three films have got a sequel. We don't have Spider-Man 4, we don't have Doctor Strange 3, and we don't have Shang-Chi 2. We don't have any details. Heck, back in February, Simu Liu himself was asked about Shang-Chi 2, he was actually asked about Kang Dynasty, and if he was in it, and he said he has no idea, it's above his pay grade. And so it's weird to see Marvel not even contacting Simu Liu, letting him know, hey, you're gonna be a big part in Avengers 5, because that was such a big movie in Avengers Phase 4. They should have hit the gas on Shang-Chi 2 ASAP. This should have been out at least this year, if not possibly next year, but it should at least been announced. We should at least know about it. We should at least have a logo and some kind of idea of what's going to happen. Now, I don't necessarily think that Awkwafina's update here means that Shang-Chi 2 is canceled. No. Let's not say that it's quite canceled. But I do think that it spells a little bit of trouble for production, at least. I'm not entirely sure what that says, but things haven't quite started. Now, Daniel RPK back in May said that it's going to start filming in 2025. And I want an official update. I want Marvel or someone to come out and say, hey, we're filming, we're working on it. Simu Liu did say on Threads earlier in the year that, hey, it's still coming. So I believe in the star himself. I just want to hear it from Marvel's mouths. This is coming on this date. We need a date for Shang-Chi 2 and an official announcement. Give us Shang-Chi 2. Now, while I don't think this means Shang-Chi 2 is canceled, I do think maybe Awkwafina's character has either a smaller role or maybe not a role at all. I think it's possible that Shang-Chi 2 sees Iron Fist come into Shang-Chi and have a bigger role. And honestly, I would love a recast of Danny Rand. Or if they wanted to go the route of the show, bring in Jessica Henwick to be Iron Fist. I would love that. And then I think Shang-Chi's sister is also going to have a bigger role. Just due to that post-credit after the first one, it looks like she's going to be with the Hand and have a bigger, greater role in Shang-Chi 2. I really want to see what happens with the next Shang-Chi, but alas, Marvel won't give us any sort of update, which is so strange. You would think they would be trying to hit the gas on that. Yeah, back in February, that's when Simu Liu said he has no idea, to be honest. I mean, those are things above my pay grade when asked about Kang Dynasty. So now that it's Avengers Doomsday, hopefully Marvel reaches out and gets him involved in the new movie in some sort of way, because Shang-Chi should be a tentpole Avenger at this point. Especially after the post-credit for Shang-Chi. I mean, it seemed like he was an important member of this next Avengers team. He was with Captain Marvel, Hulk, I feel like that was like basically his unofficial introduction to like, hey, you're gonna be in the Avengers, buddy. So it seems odd, and Shang-Chi, the movie, just took us to different places that the MCU hadn't before, you know, in a more mystical and martial arts focused lane, and I loved the martial arts ingrained in that. That was something we just hadn't seen on the big screen of the MCU. Sure, Daredevil over here was doing it, but yo, Shang-Chi was on another level with that bus scene, the building scene, and I think the third act kind of gets a little slower, but still, all in all, it's got great storytelling and was one of the better introductions to characters we've had since Iron Man. So Marvel hit the gas. He should be, him, Captain Marvel, Captain America, a couple other characters should be the tent poles at this point. And now that they're ditching Eternals, I'm going to be like a broken record about that. Prop Shang-Chi up in the forefront. We gotta get more Shang-Chi. That's probably the biggest glaring issue with Marvel's sequels right now, is that we don't got Shang-Chi 2, we don't got Spider-Man 4, and we don't got Doctor Strange 3. Where are they, Marvel? So maybe, just maybe, we'll hear about them at D23. Maybe, just maybe, we'll hear about them at the next San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know about you guys, but you guys gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel about Shang-Chi being so missing from this Phase 5 and from building up to Phase 6? How we feeling, Marvel fans? Like, what do we think? Sound off in the comments, because your boy Leo Rydell is feeling a certain way about it. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Geekly Goods is the channel name, and here we talk geeky videos every single day. I'm gonna be putting up a video later on today if there's a new trailer out, so be on the lookout for that. We'll see what comes around the Geekverse, y'all. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about this delay that Shang-Chi 2 was on and how long it's taken? Because this should have been done, y'all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below, and we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.